She is the best of the best. This is April right here.
You're beautiful, you're smart, you're intelligent, you're savvy, you've got a lot of heart, you're feminine. Along with being a really bright woman, you also have your femininity. Yes, you are the kind of woman that men seek out, but men do need to feel like they can be successful with you. So if you're not allowing them to be successful with you and you're challenging everything that they say to you on a date, you're not going to get to the one.
I mean, and she is top notch in this. So will you get back in the game? She'll help you with this?
You got it.
All right.
And suddenly it's, wow, I forgot to get a personal life and I forgot to do that self-exploration because I've been so focused on my career. Welcome.
So we decided to gather a group of 30-something single men with relationship coach April Beyer.
People aren't trained to feel anymore, they're trained to think. How about saying, I haven't been ready for the right guy?
Many of them are divorced, some are cynical, but they're also savvy and successful like Rob, an insurance executive.
Thank you, Rob.
He seems laid back, but he knows what he wants.
I want a woman that has got a passion in life for something, and that her passion is strong.
Trusty notebook in hand, April let us follow her three-step process of mixing and matching, starting with phase 1, an exhaustive interview.
The man can come to me and give me his list of what he's looking for.
I mean, somebody that can wear a baseball hat, no makeup, looks great.
Stop right there. For April's number 1 tip, lose the list.
The interesting part is when I can introduce someone to a woman that they did not describe. And the phone call I get the next day is, wow, I feel like I'm 13 again. I couldn't believe I was so captivated by this woman. And he forgot about his list. It was his list that was keeping him single. We are really ruining the traditional way of courtship. And I think a lot of women nowadays, because we have become successful, powerful, strong women, and we can afford to pay for our own dinners, I think women are tending to reach for the check. And I'm finding that men aren't liking that.
What do you have to say to the women who are listening to this saying, you are setting back the women's movement by 30 years?
I hear that all the time, Julie, and it's not true. Traditions are traditions because they work.
Are couples usually, when they first get together, pretty upfront about here's my deal breaker, here's your deal breaker?
I think people are. I just think that's a big mistake.
Yeah.
That is just not something you should do on a date, is talk about your deal breakers and your deal makers.
Okay, well, how should someone establish what they will put up with and what they won't put up with?
By behavior.
Mm-hmm.
By behavior. It's all about observation and not asking too many questions and not making too many demands on someone and really just listening to them and watching them.
Okay.
I'm April Beyer, one of the most successful matchmakers in the country.
You ladies signed up for one of the most innovative dating social experiments in history.
But what these guys don't know is that the show they think they're on doesn't really exist.
You three are spying on them. This gives you intel like you have never had before in your life. You get a lot of information that you would never get as a girl going out on a date with him. Don't be afraid. As a matchmaker, ask the questions that you would never be able to ask on a first date.
It's gonna be so fun. Oh my God. This is the time when friends and family start getting involved, just like in any relationship. You meet a guy, you want to know what his friends are like, yes? You want to know what his family is like, especially the women in his life. Just because you didn't have that spark right away doesn't mean that it's not valuable. In fact, I'm actually happy that the feelings that you're having for Matthew are evolving slowly. But I also want you to know that it's not just your head, it's also your heart too that could be involved here. If Lindsay chooses Matt before learning more about him, then she's doing herself and Matt a great disservice. She needs to step back if she's going to move forward. I think it's getting too close to the edge. So I want to pull you back a little bit. If you're getting to that edge of crossing over from matchmaker to the girl that's flirtatious with him, it's too fast, it's too soon.
These past 8 weeks have been an incredible journey for the girls and the guys. And even though this wasn't the most conventional way to meet their Mr. Right, all three found the happy ending they were looking for.
There's nothing love can do.